I might boot up Power Wash just to give my hands something to do.
Okay. So what happened last session, based on our notes that we wrote, we were still in a cave, or a different part of the cave, where we came across 4 different items: a mirror, a journal, a white mask with a tear of blood, and a holy symbol of the moonlight, or a holy symbol of the moonlight. We learned that the mirror was chaotic neutral, and the journal was potentially neutral good. Oh wait, I don't know if that's the right one. And the white mask was a true neutral, while the holy symbol was chaotic good. We through the was it the mirror?
The journal.
Okay, it was the journal that had Elise, the ghost girl, and the journal had the symbol of the kingdom of Akradia. And we also learned that the girl's name Elise is also the name of the queen from the kingdom of Akradia.
Yeah.
Who died when she was way older than the Elise who appeared out of it.
Very true. And we also know that Queen Elise also had a grandson named Verlin. Which I don't think is going to come into the story, but just little facts for you.
Little fun fact, you know.
Little facts. Let's see. Blanc.
The math.
Okay. Was it a boy that was named Blanc?
Yeah.
And then we had Blanc, who was part of the True Neutral. I mean, who was from the True Neutral mask. I forgot what his story was.
He didn't really say much.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then through... Did we ever find out what was in the mirror? I don't know if we did.
Yeah.
We
It
did?
was a strange elf named Leander.
Oh, I thought that was a holy symbol.
Who did not know who he was in deep down.
Yeah.
Leander did not know who he was deep down, huh? Interesting.
Do you know who you are deep down?
See, deep down, more than most people.
Deep down, I'd like to be named Ernest.
He saved Christmas, you know.
I'm sure he earned that. I'm gonna stop.
No, I think Steak understands my reference.
Yeah, I didn't understand it at all.
Did you understand my reference, Draco?
Yeah, that's why I said he saved Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think you understood my reference.
Then no.
The importance of being earnest.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I took it as the literal name.
Yeah, that's the entire point of that play, is that it's meant to be taken literally and figuratively.
I can't remember what happened afterwards, but I mean, no. I do remember that we did get teleported into an old timeline of let's see, of
Grayson. Yeah.
Yep.
Blythe.
Not Byleth.
Not Byleth, yes. Because we learned that, I don't know, we might have to face some of our fears, desires, or regrets. What's to come of it? I'm not too sure. But we'll find out the more we play.
Alright, well then. I suppose we should begin. So as you guys hold hands around the campfire,
Sing our campfire song.
SPMPFAR, so in
Sing
song.
song.
And then they all blink, and suddenly, Grayson, you are in front of a mirror. As you look into the mirror, you appear as yourself, of course, but yourself from when you were 18, from when the incident happened. Not yourself in the present, or yourself in the past. However, this time, you know better of what's to come. And the rest of you, your perspective isn't exactly as forefront as Grayson is. You're kind of just watching from a distance almost.
Right.
You also notice that the only ghost that came with you was Blanc, the one with the mask.
Okay.
The other ghosts are nowhere to be seen. But yeah, you stand in front of the mirror and stage is yours.
Currently wearing basically nobleman attire.
Mm-hmm.
Looks as if he's kind of memorized how things went. And he's gonna take a look around to make sure he can see the other party members.
You look around. You do have good passive perception, so you do manage to see them. Just out of the corner of your eye.
I'm going to retrace my steps. And
Alright.
I'm going to absolve to recreate it as closely as possible.
Okay. So tell me, where exactly did this incident take place within your abode? What is the last place you remember?
Pull it up. There it is. Discord, thank you. But it wasn't loading. Grayson. Well, I heard myself again. Grayson didn't really know much about the attack until it reached him.
Hmm. I see, okay.
And there was anti-magic involved. So any mages were absolutely useless.
Alright. Okay, so with the knowledge of the fact that you know that this is coming, would you like to go back to where everybody else is within the abode? Would you like to essentially find your family before it happens?
I can get
I'm
some.
going to make a wisdom check to decide.
Alright.
You seem rather familiar with this place, Mr. Blythe. Is this perhaps your home?
Okay. It was.
Was.
You'll find out in time. And he's going to stay where he was waiting. Like, he's gonna wait for it to come to him.
Alright. So, as you wait in this room, you hear the sound of glass shattering. You do know that it's raining quite heavy outside. But you now know better. And as you wait, you hear footsteps approaching you. And I will ask both Ali and Steak,
Mm-hmm.
how would you like to approach him?
This figure? New figure?
No, okay, I'm gonna do something a little crazy. You guys
Yeah, calm
are
down.
gonna take the form of the assassins that killed his family. I would
Oh,
like to ask,
Oh,
how do
oh,
you approach
we're the people who killed. We're in their body, or
Yeah.
let's see.
so we're
It's
playing
the fact
as
that-
the assassins, not as our characters in the like bodies of the assassins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can say we're right outside the door before seeing him. 'Cause
Yeah.
let's see. This is not my body. I don't remember
No,
having blood. And you.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't Sponge just say that we're actually acting as the assassins right now, not as our characters?
We are
Yeah, so
our
let me
characters
you-
as the assassins.
You guys are the. No. You.
Oh, you wanted us to
You
roleplay
are
as the
currently-
assassins. Sorry, go ahead.
I think that would be more fun, a little chaotic, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're new characters now. We're the assassins.
Yes.
Let's see. Alright, on the spot character creation.
You also have devices capable of erasing magic in an area.
I will be a level 20 paladin.
Who immediately loses all of his powers
I'm a warlock
because he has devices that can cancel out magic in the area.
I'm a level 20 warlock with no more slots. Nah, I'm just an old bandit. Let's see. Could we have some intel of why we're doing this?
I did not give you information, so that's yours to work with.
Let's see.
I think the bloke's in here, and I bang down the door. I guess. Oh, we was looking for yous. And I'm just like swinging my chain with a sword on it. No, chain with a knife. Not very practical. But it didn't have to be to kill your family.
I feel like you've immediately gone Mad Max on this.
Yeah. You immediately went that you immediately became the guy who was going to tell everyone that meat is on the menu.
Let's see. Guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? And I pull the chains apart. Meat. Did you guess it? These are your assassins. The people who like to talk very much. Maybe the other assassin's actually sneaky.
I'm sorry, just like actually a little bit stunned. You stun locked me, Ale.
Let's go! Combo breaker!
All right, Sponge.
So basically, the reason why you guys are here,
Okay.
you're tasked to essentially assassinate this family. For one reason and one reason only.
And that is...
They're competitors,
Oh.
a rival family
Oh.
that you're working for.
Okay.
Now, I was confused. I thought they hired us because they was gingers, not because they was competitors. So which is it?
You think they hired us because we're gingers?
I'm a ginger? Oh,
Are you?
Ah.
I could
my
never...
life's been a lie.
I could never tell because you're bald, son.
There's only one way to find out.
And now what's that?
Lots of stabbing. Stab them to see if they're gingers.
I mean, I don't know how that helps us, but it involves stabbing, and I like that. And I start moving closer to Grayson.
Alright, so Grayson, you see these two assassins.
Come
You
here,
think
pretty boy.
should probably be quiet and surprise you. But,
Don't, they're just afraid. We're gonna kill you.
you do just walk through the door right in front of you.
In the backstory, I did mention that it was his swordplay that caught them off guard, so I'm going to stab one.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm
make an
being
attack.
stabbed.
I'll roll 2 d20s. One to determine who I'm attacking, and the other to see how well I attack.
Okay.
I mean,
Odd is going to be Steak, even it's going to be Ally.
Okay.
to be fair, we did, kind of work under the assumption that the anti-magic was kind of carrying this.
Yeah. So the fact that one happened to know how to use a sword, it's like, oh shit.
Right. You got no magic in this.
That's not
In-
fair.
So that's a 16 to determine who,
So that,
and that's a nat 20 on the rapier itself.
That's Ale, isn't it?
that's Ale. Let's see. Let's kill this punk. And then I don't know, I get stabbed through the throat or something. Oh, that's not fair.
It's a DA for regular. Yeah, it's just a DA plus. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
It was a nat 20 though.
So how are you handling natural 20s? Are you rolling the dice twice, or are you doubling the damage?
Does
You
it?
know...
I will say that I have like
Let's do that.
I do have 110
I think that-
HP.
Yeah, you are a demigod. So.
Obviously.
I'm kidding.
You just say it killed me. I'm not a skilled bandit or
Ale,
Yeah.
what color hair did your bandit have?
Let's see. Well, we were hired because we're gingers, so I guess we're gingers.
Alright, so what's your call there, Sponge?
I double damage. How much damage did you do?
Well, I rolled max, so that's 8 plus 3. Because at this point, he would not have a magical rapier.
Right.
So that is 22 points of damage.
Alright, I'll mark down 22.
I'm gonna make sure he didn't have any other feats. None for blade.
No modifier.
I mean, that is
Does it-
with the modifier.
Okay.
I'm just gonna double check. I don't think Bard would kick in at this point.
It's a nat 20. I think we
Because
just.
if it's running off of his past skills, I don't know if he would have the Bard just yet.
Okay.
Alright,
How's Gringus looking? That's the name of my character.
Gringus. Okay, Gringus, as you sneak up behind
I'll talking to him.
this individual. By sneak up, you mean yell at him. You see him looking in the mirror
Okay.
in an instance. And then the next time you blink, you feel like a pain in your throat. You know when you like swallow something and it's kind of just stuck in there and it just hurts.
Yeah. So like it's not swallowed.
You feel that throughout you feel that throughout your entire throat. And then you feel it get warm. And then you feel your clothes get
warm.
bloody. Yeah, you feel dripping. You feel pain.
The heat of my own.
And then you look
blood.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see that the sword has gone straight through your neck.
Are you even looking at me? Or did you just stab me without even looking?
There are bangs covering his eyes, so it's hard to tell at this point.
Okay.
Alright, Gringus.
Oh.
I would like.
That's safe.
What is your fine. Yeah.
Right, I'll
I
roll.
could. Yeah.
Does Gringus survive?
Does Gringus survive?
Nice. What would I like my last words to be?
What did you roll?
7. That's a fail.
Yeah. Alright, since it was a natural 20, I'm gonna ask. What was Gringus's happiest moment in his life? If you had to pick one.
His happiest moment in his life was when he got hired for this job.
That's a pretty sad line.
My life sucked.
Alright, so in your final moments, how do you feel? What is your last thought? What is your last words knowing that you died doing what you loved with the people who, in fact, some of the only people who've ever really cared about you, surrounded by them, doing your job? How do you feel?
What was that last part?
How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Being around some of the people who really ever care about you. You were really happy when you joined this job.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last thing that you'll ever get to experience.
Let's see. I guess the last thing, the last thoughts that he's had was how he was gonna propose to his girlfriend after this.
Oh no! Wow.
Yes, he has a girlfriend, but yet the happiest thing he's.
I was gonna say he was gonna look at. I was expecting you to say he's gonna look at his fellow assassin and be like, "I always loved you." And the assassin's like, "I met you 5 days ago."
I was gonna say he was gonna propose to the other assassin. I almost want to change it to
for
that.
gingers.
I've always loved the gingers. I'll say that. That's his last words.
Oh god!
Oh. And then he
comes out as just an unintelligible garble as blood spills out of your mouth.
I also think he's like some sort of orc or troll too, which is a very big assassin.
We're very stealthy.
Suddenly, the fact that Blythe never talked about it makes sense.
This is the weirdest assassins that's killed my family.
Learning new things about your character. Okay, question. Walter, you're observing this from a distance. Have you ever... What is your reaction to somebody being murdered? Because I don't think you've ever experienced that before.
Wait, didn't we murder people before?
No.
Wait, who's Walter? Oh shoot,
Yeah.
that's my character. Sorry,
Haven't we murdered people before?
I just got it so in character with Gringus.
Oh my god.
So how does Walter feel about a character being killed? Or
Yeah.
a life being taken away?
Mhm.
He knows that death is a common occurrence in adventuring, a lot of it, especially if it's in self-defense. So it's not something he would be happy to do. It would be something he would shy away because he would deem it unnecessary. He would prefer just to get away from the problem rather than to get rid of it.
Okay. Alright. Now, on to Ginger number 2. What is your name?
Frank.
Frank, my love.
Frank. How do you feel, Frank, seeing your best friend, assassin, partner, person getting a sword through the throat?
Very shocked. Very dismayed. We were supposed to go out and buy fancy cheeses together after this job.
That was our cheese money. We didn't get paid yet.
I'm going to attempt to lash out at Grayson while screaming incoherently about various cheeses.
Alright, roll an attack. I'll say you have a +5 to hit.
Okay. Let's roll a d20. That's a 14.
Alright, does
With
that
a
hit,
+5.
Grayson?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that was with the +5 already.
Ah, okay.
Alright, I'd say... What is your weapon of choice, Mr.
A
Frank?
dagger for optimal stabbing.
Very true.
Oh, D4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any bonuses to the hit or to the damage?
Let's see, it is an enchanted dagger. So I'd say +2.
That's a
bonus to
total of
damage.
6 then.
Where'd you get that enchanted dagger?
This is a gift.
It was so we could cut our cheeses together.
Nice.
So that's a total of 6 damage
Okay.
as I'm screaming and babbling incoherently about cheese.
So,
Right, Grace. The assassin slices into you. You see the dagger as it pierces, it kind of lets out almost like a static energy that kind of pulses through you. And for the purposes of this, I'd say your magic is going to be dampened for a little bit.
yeah, I'm playing under the assumption I don't have my magic yet, so that's fine.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I will retaliate with a swift slash at the throat.
Rude. What did Frank ever do to you?
I wonder what.
His whole family. But
Not my fault they were so stabbable.
That's 16 on the die.
16 on the dot. Alright.
Plus 3, so that'd be 19.
So, since you rolled even, you're stabbing Ollie's character again,
No, I don't.
right?
oh.
With proficiency, it would still be plus 6, so 22 to hit.
Frank, I'm all right. Oh.
Ringus!
How did you kill him a second time? I didn't even know that was possible.
Let's-
Alright, well that does hit.
Okay.
Who's gonna go on a lovely stabbing spree together?
I would have liked that.
That's 4 plus 3. So, 7.
7.
Ow.
Frank. You do get stabbed, however, this time, unlike your partner, you do survive. Which might be worse, perhaps, because you do have a sword through your throat now, but you're still there. So if you want to stab him again, you can.
Yeah. I'll attempt to stab him again, but I get really close as I'm still trying to talk to him, so there's just blood spilling out of my mouth onto Grayson as I'm trying to talk.
Alright.
That's a 20 total to hit.
Ow.
Oh,
Oh God.
yeah, that does hit.
Nat 20.
No.
Oh, okay, with the
Uh, 4 damage.
10.
So I'm just like,
Alright.
I'm practically like vomiting blood onto you right now with how much blood I assume is coming out of my mouth after having been stabbed in the throat.
We're in the bleeding condition. Frank, what are you doing?
From beyond the grave, says Gringus.
That's right, he's dead. Never mind.
He would still be up. If I'm running off of his level 1 health, he'd still be up.
Alright.
Alright.
With
Damn,
1
Frank-
HP.
Frank almost did the job, damn.
Alright, take your final attack, Grayson. If you'd like. Unless you'd like to spare him. Let Frank live on.
Well, that's a 19 on the die.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, max damage this time.
Oh.
Oh,
11.
Frank, no.
Oh. Jeez.
Frank's final thoughts are that maybe he can still save Gringus if he kills this kid quick enough.
If I kill them quick enough, I can.
Alright, Grayson, how do you want to do this?
Swiftly and on my way out the window.
He's already on the move.
Well, do you really think I'm going to assume that these two were alone?
That's fair.
No, but you'll probably hear the other ones coming if they're anything to judge by.
I just
Yeah.
imagine you automatically land on a horse and start riding. Yeah. Like, wow, he really did have everything planned. Onward! I don't know. We're gonna learn magic.
Must be a regular occurrence around here.
There's probably a guy in a similar dress outside, like similar dress to what he usually, like you guys know him to wear, but a little bit more fancier.
Uh-huh.
And he himself is making even quicker work.
There's another guy who went through the.
There's a whole other guy that taught him how to do the swordplay in the first place.
Oh, okay. I thought there was another guy who.
You thought that Grayson knew this stuff naturally?
Oh no. So he did have like a master, or what's it called? A teacher.
A mentor, yeah.
A mentor.
The way you explained that, Draco, made it sound like he specifically taught you what to do if your entire family is murdered.
I mean, welcome to the ability, so probably.
That's why I let my horse always stand right outside my window. In case my family's murdered. Well, look at him go.
It's like, what?
And then where does he go?
He joins the mentor.
Okay.
And after chasing them off, they make their getaway and then start heading off.
Oh yeah, you went back to the fence.
His mentor takes him to a villa afterwards, so...
Okay. I just thought you ran away. I don't know.
Right off in the distance.
But yeah, you killed the rest of the bandits, yeah.
Yeah. And Grayson, as you and your mentor begin to set off, you, Curran Grayson, kind of detach from your past self. Kind of like a breeze once you get picked up and carried back to the mansion. You're trapped forever. You're never leaving.
This is the end of the series.
I imagine I'm just back with the group now.
Right.
Yeah. You guys all essentially join up again in the room.
I want to roll wisdom save this.
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna roll wisdom save. Oh, that's pretty good. It's 18 on the die, so 20.
Ah. Alright. You guys are now in the room. You're not exactly... You don't feel like you're physically there, per se. But you feel solid enough to make out everything around you. And you also see Blanc, figure with mask, standing there, kinda watching over the two bodies that were just swiftly cut down.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks towards you guys.
So I imagine we just do that again. But for everyone.
Is this what you wanted, Blanc?
Grayson is currently unbothered by what just happened.
It's like, yep, that's how it went.
That's what I rolled the wisdom save for, just to see how he'd react to
I went exactly like
witnessing everything again. And it's just like... He's already accepted that it's happened.
You judge your form when you jumped out the window. Perfect.
That was... Wow. That was...
Did the two assassins have a love story or something? Were we supposed to feel bad for them?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I didn't feel like sticking around to find out.
Walter, I'm concerned that that's your takeaway from this.
Oh yes, they also tried to kill Mr. Blythe. But he got out okay. I don't know why I'm slowly getting a British accent. It's because of Gringus.
Walter, I pray that deranged homeless men never murder your entire family.
Well, I only have one family member. And I hope that he doesn't get killed. But who goes into a school just to kill one man?
Following recent trends, quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Oh, I was thinking Voldemort.
Oh, I went real. You kept to the fantasy. I said current events.
I mean, one of the objects is a book that a ghost popped out of.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to not have a British accent.
That's the long and short of it.
That's the story of the world, Ale.
So why did we
Except
come here?
I'd imagine he's trying to make me face my fear and regret. Truth is, I don't ever really look back outside of remembering why I do what I do. Because shortly after that, that man takes me to his home, where he learned his skills, and that's where I learned mine. After giving kindness from these people, I decided to pay it forward. So that's really the only reason I ever think back.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry that it was so awful.
And strange.
strange.
I was rather confused as to how that happened, but anti-magic and a family of mages, that'll do it.
Whatever became of that opposing competitor family.
Truth be told, as far as I'm aware of, nothing yet. I don't think anyone really knows it was them that did it. How did you know it was a competitor?
I didn't.
The
was a
bandits spoke
test.
that loud.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of character.
It was
Oh.
an offhanded comment in the conversation about gingers.
They hired us because we were ginger.
Something that perhaps Grayson might not have noticed in the shock and confusion of the moment.
Yeah, probably. I'm wondering if it was like one of those scenarios. When it started, I wondered if it was like one of the scenarios where it'd be like, if I could change anything I did, I would do this or that. Truth is, I wouldn't change it.
And why is that?
What's done is done.
As people say, it is what it is.
It was more of a trying to change something when it's only a vision is futile in definition.
They stuck in the past.
Something like that.
Going against your view of looking forward.
So, are we just going to be going through everyone's background?
I do hope so. It was quite nice to learn more about you. to learn more about all of you.
The past is a place I'd rather not visit.
Can we go to his next?
I'm going to glare at Walter.
You know, he might actually be the reason why we're doing this test instead of Blythe. Blythe, I don't look back because outside of, reminding myself why I do what I do.
I am glaring at Walter.
What?
I want you to know that was almost a nat 20.
Grace said, I only look back to look back.
Sakari.
To remind myself what I do. I just don't ever really think about it. Sicarius, I'd rather die than go back to the past. I wonder which one has the regret here.
But Sicarius, it could be rather, it could be therapeutic.
Trust me, it won't be.
What is it?
I think that might actually be the point of what we're doing here.
We have to face our fears and regrets.
Do you have any fears?
I don't know if it's a fear, but a bit of an insecurity. Let's see.
That checks out.
I don't know if they're exactly the same thing.
Out of character, I find that funny since you're a robot, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's you're lacking safety features.
Yes, it's not secure. I don't feel secure about something. Yeah. Let's see. Shall we flip a coin?
I'm just gonna look at the mask and be like, okay, so where next?
Have we
Okay,
succeeded
you see,
in our assignment?
You look towards Blanc, the mask wearer.
Mhm.
See, he's kind of like crouched down next to the body. Then he kind of looks up at you. You have indeed succeeded. But one last thing. See, as he stands up, he reaches for his mask and he removes it. Behind the mask, I just want to say, imagine a dark room. Just close your eyes for a second.
Oh, they're already closed.
It's just, it's just pitch black. And then you open a curtain, and just the brightest beam of sunlight shines through. It just blinds you, and all you see is just light. That's essentially what happens once you remove the mask. It's almost like looking into the sun itself.
I imagine bleach blonde hair.
Maybe. You see he puts his hands forward. And from his hands, you see a raven appear. And then 2. And then 4. And then 8. And then 16.
Wait,
and
hold
just-
on.
They just keep appearing. And you see they swarm around the bodies, begin pecking at them. And then they disperse. And you see the only thing that remains of the bodies is skeletons. You see the walls around you, over time, dull. You see the entire space around you, the time pass. And then in an instant, you see the ravens all surround you. Almost like a tornado. Just being white, angelic. And then you're pulled out of vision. And you're back around the campfire. You see the mask is now on the ground. You don't see Blanc anymore. However, the mask is still there. And now there's filigree along the mouth of a raven. And if you would like to pick it up.
I will.
Alright. You now have the mask of Blanc.
Alright, I will mark that down.
Well, the mask Ravenkind.
Mask of Ravenkind. Ravenkind.
What?
And you see, Grayson, the string, the thread that's connected to you. It starts to glow a little bit, and you see as it travels along, reaches the heart, and about a quarter of it begins to mend itself. And you all feel pulse, a heartbeat within you. And you begin to realize that now you know a little bit more about each other. As dark as that last encounter may have been, you at least feel closer in a way. And the other ghosts are back as well.
So, who's next?
Whoa. Was that a heartbeat that I just felt right now? I've never felt one before.
That's right. Your machination.
Right. Only mimicry. But it felt rather nice.
Until it's palpitating inside you.
Yeah, then you should probably go see a doctor. Well, let's see. Sicarius?
Yes, I think you should go next, Walter.
Huh. What a fine idea. Then me go next I shall. To figure out which one of these trinkets are for me. The holy symbol? No. The book. Wait, hold on. There's the book, holy symbol, and the mirror. I'm gonna assume I'm the book. Because of the school. Could be the mirror, if I had an identity crisis. I'm gonna assume the holy symbol is for Bullet. So
Why would the holy
See-
symbol be a bullet?
because doesn't he have a holy symbol on his neck?
I don't remember if he does or not.
I think he said he did.
He has a rabbit's foot.
That is a holy symbol, and the rabbit commuted down. Just kidding. But
I wish. Are you trying to imply that Bullet worships his own severed limbs?
I mean,
why
that's
does
not that awkward. It's not that strange.
it's a little weird that he's carrying severed limbs. But he's gonna pick up the book. I would say that's what he's most familiar with.
Alright. You pick up the book,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a back right before you.
It'd be real funny if the book was actually Sicarius and we just.
Wait. Wait, hold on. The journal was the ghost girl. Yeah. Okay.
At the least.
At least, yes.
But she appears before you. There's a time.
A time?
There's a time. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, gather around the campfire, everybody.
Let's see. And I'll go like sit next to it.
I go to the campfire.
I don't think I ever left the campfire, to be real.
Let's see.
Alright.
So we're all gathered.
We all wake up in a scrapyard.
This is where I was born.
We all wake up in a rundown Best Buy.
It looked as me as a baby.
Yeah.
It's a trash can. I was so cute at that age.
Wow, to be a robot. Alright, you open the book,
Mm-hmm.
and before you, you see yourself on the page as you open it. You
Hey, look.
see
Mm-hmm.
you see the memory of you being created. You see essentially your scrap metal being put together. You see essentially Mr. Milwaukee assembling you. Your first, basically all your first.
Right.
And as you turn the page, it's almost like the book is retelling your story up to here. You see yourself coming to this place. You see all of the past few minutes that you've been in here.
Did
And
you
then
just
once it
not
gets...
have a life? Like, are you fresh out the workshop?
Possibly. I mean, I just always assumed that my memory bank was just being reset. But maybe that's what happened. I don't know. I don't quite remember. The rest of my memories might be with Professor Milwaukee.
It might be hard to remember that which doesn't actually happen.
That is a fair point. But it was quite interesting to see the making process of my design. As I've only seen schematics, but seeing him actually work on me gave me a rather warm feeling. Maybe. Except for the first couple
Walter,
test runs was a bit messy.
I'll say, as you see him working on you, you see him look at like a little portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Could you make a perception check for me, please?
Oh yeah, my eyes do that
say-
little zoom thing.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on the roll for this one specifically.
Alright,
Just because you kind of trained for this. This is your moment.
this is my moment. It's the one I fail. What was it? Perception?
Yep.
Yeah, perception.
Perception. Oh, come on. I got an 11. I have a +5
How
for
did
this.
you...
Oh wait, advantage, that's right.
Yeah.
There we go, 17.
17, that's great, okay. Within the portfolios, you see pictures. At first, you think it's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's rather similar to you. However, you know, you're very smart, and like within the next second, you realize that he's still building you. So, unless you just forgot about everything, that couldn't be you in the portfolios. You kind of think to yourself. And you see him, like, as he looks over the portfolios. Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. Could you make an insight check just to
To see if I can.
kind of gauge, yeah, how he's feeling?
Dear God, 8. I got a +5 on that. Fuck it, I'm gonna use my important roll, 17. So I got a 17, 22.
Whoa, okay. 22 is really good. You feel, as you look at him, you know, he is your creator.
Mm-hmm.
He is basically the person, like the first thing you ever registered within you. And you kind of have a deeper understanding for him specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And you see in his eyes the look of this desperation almost, a look of, I really want this to work.
Okay.
I really want whatever it is I'm doing to finally succeed.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
as you flip through, as he flips through, he finally gets to the to the part where he is at now. The exact part that he's making you. And you kind of get the sense, like you already knew, right? That it's been mentioned by Lady Arwen previously that you aren't the first experiment, the first creation of Professor Milwaukee. However,
Mm-hmm.
you do realize you're special. The fact that none of his projects ever really made it this far. And even though, it's kind of hard to gauge how you feel sometimes, for the first time, kind of feel a genuine sense of, I guess, being loved in a way. This is the first time you've really seen how special you are from an
Right.
outside perspective, other than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And as you flip through the book, you reach a page that's blank, and you flip through more, and there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as you reach the final page, you flip it, and almost like a vacuum, you get sucked into the book,
Hmm.
along with the rest of the party and Elise.
Oh shit.
Walter, you're now in Professor Milwaukee's essentially lab,
Mm-hmm.
where he rebuilt you, basically your birthplace. And you see drawings everywhere. You see sketches, you see books, you see mechanical parts. But you also look around and you don't see him. You look around, you don't actually see anybody. You're alone, all alone, in a dark room with no one.
Hmm. Okay. A little bit uneasy of the situation. I do. Um. I would imagine that I'm in some sort of like stand that's keeping me in, and as I walk out of it, I feel a little tug, from like my back corner side, and I'll see that there's like just a little outlet or a little cable connected to me that is what was charging me or helping me get powered up. But
Mm.
I just instinctively think like I could take this off. I don't need it anymore. And he slowly, like with his arms like close together, starts walking slowly around the lab,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get more familiar with it since this is his first time. I don't know, being. It's a big place. He doesn't know where he, where he is exactly or what's supposed to happen.
All right. Um, can you see in the dark?
Let's see.
Do you have night, dark vision?
I believe I don't have dark vision, but I do have lights. as I can cast
Alright.
light. So maybe instinctively, my eye beams,
Mhm.
go off to light up my path.
Okay. You kind of see the room brighten up a bit. You see a chalkboard with illustrations. You see the same portfolio that you saw him look through. And you don't see anybody else. You don't even see the party member. It's still you alone. However, something is a little off. You don't exactly know how long you. You don't even know why you're in here, how you got in here.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a mystery? But yeah, there are documents. There's the portfolio again on his desk.
And as Walter's looking at all this, I would say that this is how he gains knowledge of how he was not the first to be made.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Grayson, Zacarias, you two do see Walter. However, judging by the way he's looking around, he doesn't exactly see you. You also see Elise floating next to you guys. And you're also taking in the space alongside Walter.
I feel this explains a lot about why Walter is the way he is.
So you've not been picking on a baby.
Walter's a baby.
He's a baby.
Oh. And he just,
Certainly, if babies come out of the womb fully sentient and articulate.
let's see, and as you're like watching him, he's definitely like, the more he's like reading these portfolios, the more messy he gets, going through all the information, just messing up the lab. Because he's just trying to ingest as much information as he can, because that's where he feels more secure. The more he knows.
Well, most babies are actually born from like a womb or egg or some sort. This character has been created through machination, which is different than birth.
Exactly.
So,
You're comparing a horse to a human or a
yes.
rock to a bird. It's not the same.
But by automaton standards, would he then be an offspring? Like a youngling?
Do I look like a robot to you?
That was not the question.
Then why would you ask me about automata standards?
This is speculation. I did not expect you to have the answer, but more of a speculation.
All right. Grayson, let me lay it out for you here then. When an artificer likes machinery very much,
Dear God.
Grace is going to sit here and let him go through it. Just knowing full well what he's done, he's going to sit here and let Zacarias make an ass of himself.
It's like, he makes an AI girlfriend.
no.
That's not what.
Sicarius is going to explain that an artificer probably builds on earlier works by other artificers. So the concept of an infant as a robot being an infant is kind of non-existent at this point.
Okay, that's interesting. So were the portfolios earlier works of Walter, or was it designs from what is it? Other engineers?
You see, it's kind of a mix of both, really. You see some instances of you when you are basically like being formed. You also see instances of again other, not exactly, but like basically yourself in a way,
Could I
but
say
never
that?
quite.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, could I say that I stumbled upon one of the bowls that have his encode thought strands, which have his recordings of him making me?
Oh yes, of course.
So like as because I don't know, like when you see like people doing like, all right, test 493, and then they're recording themselves do it. He does it the same way, but keeps the recording through encode thoughts. Where in like what's it called? Like in Harry Potter, where you like pull out the memory in your brain, and that into that little
Hmm.
string. That's where he keeps it all. Let's see.
Okay.
And like a little USB port, he inserts each memory into his brain to replay. Or into his robot head. And it'll like project to the
Alright.
wall through his eyes.
Alright, in the flashback,
Flashback
you
within
see
a
Professor.
flashback.
Yeah, that's happened twice now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Uh, wait, this is a flashback within a flashback
Yeah.
within a flashback. We're crazy.
So I see the professor in my flashback.
Yeah, you see him currently working on you, kind of wipes the sweat off of his forehead. And you see a little girl walk into his lab. You do recognize this little girl,
Mm-hmm.
as this is his daughter, Isabella.
Isabella,
Isabella.
who's always so nice.
You see, she kind of goes up to where he is. You see, she tries to kind of like reach and to touch, and he says, "No, not yet."
Hmm.
Aw, when will he be ready? I tried so many times before. I just want a friend. You see, she kind of looks towards him. She looks really sad, like she's seen this a lot of times before.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks to her. I promise. This time, it'll work. It has to work. Just have a bit of patience, okay? See, she kind of sighs. Okay. But if it doesn't work this time, the next robot, I want it to be a unicorn. And he kind of laughs a little bit. I don't. Sure. We'll see what we can do. And then she kind of looks back. Aw, I like this one. It's cute. The last ones you made are kind of scary looking. And you see, she kind of like traces over front of your mechanical face. Mm. And you know, Isabella, those like kind of a little bit of an older flashback. She's grown up a little bit, not that much, but you know that she's always kind of wanted to follow in Mr. Milwaukee's footsteps,
Mm-hmm.
and basically you've been almost created in a way to kind of guide her, as far as you know.
Okay.
That was your original purpose, as you've discovered kind of sifting through the notes.
Hmm. Okay.
And you see, as the flashback's about to end, you see him give Isabella a tight hug. And as he hugs her, you see almost like a radiance. It's like a golden light that kind of shines around them. And as that light shines, it almost kind of detaches and drifts towards you. And just as the flashback ends, you see it enter you. And it ends.
Walter, as it enters him, he just sort of starts to like pat his chest. And like, shoot, where'd he go? And then he just kind of hugs himself for a little bit.
Yeah. Alright.
His first words are, "I understand."
Alright. You see Elise kind of begins to drift down into view. And you also see your friends appear above your head for the first time. And you realize you're not alone anymore.
Yeah, I
You
saw
never
that.
have been alone. But yeah, you guys are all back together again.
That's a very beautiful sponge.
Thank you.
That was very emotional, Walter. And significantly less disturbing than Mr. Blythe's past.
Oh yeah, his was horrible. His parents died.
I turned out alright.
That you did.
So, we're gonna start next session by going into Sicarius's, right?
Oh, I do hope so.
Yeah.
What do you mean by session?
He's going hunting next session. But you know what? Sit tight. 30 more minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
you can enter his real quick.
Oh no.
Oh wait, so
You know, on the cliffhanger. Yeah, you guys are still in Walter's dream.
okay.
If there's
Did I win?
you see Elise kind of present the book to you, and as she opens it, you see the previous pages that were blank
Mm-hmm.
are essentially filled with the memories that you just unlocked. You see yourself. You see the light in you. And you see hope. You see Isabella in the illustration growing up.
Mm-hmm.
The like a once full picture, you see the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Mr. Milwaukee disappear.
And
And then it's
Elise's
just you two.
Elise is right in front of me, right?
Yeah.
You know, I have information that you, Elise, or the Queen of Arcadia is also named Elise. Do you know if you have any relation?
You see her kind of. She's kind of been relatively emotionless, stoic. She hasn't really shown a lot of what you would expect
Mm,
from a little girl. And as you kind of mentioned that, you see her smile. And then you see the little girl begin to grow up in front of you. You rapidly age. You see her go from like relatively common clothes into like a beautiful maiden dress,
hmm
and then into a royal ball gown. And you see her essentially transform into who you know as Queen Elise of Agradia.
Let's see. As my textbooks say, it says I should do this, and I kneel down and say, Your Majesty.
You see her kind of chuckle. Not quite, dear. Seems my people have forgotten me. Or at the very least, they didn't show me much courtesy up until my death. But I appreciate the gesture.
I would imagine it'd be hard to forget about you.
I'd hope so. I like to think he's carrying on my legacy.
You don't get scared about him being out there in the world? Who you might meet,
You
who you
see,
might face?
hmm, you see, I've fought a lot of demons in my life. And during those times, I've realized I always had people to fall back on. Or if he finds the right people, he'll be fine. And you see the book, pages flip on its own,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a group of uh, 5 individuals.
They get into combat and he cuts himself.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See, he's doing
And
just
then-
fine.
Oh my god.
Exactly like I taught him.
I closed the book.
Yeah.
It is
And I
scary.
trust that it is alone. It is scary to be alone. There are a few times in my life where I felt that as well. That as long as you, she says as she kind of like kneels down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
kind of be eye level with you. As long as you find the people who take care of you and who you can take care of, everything will be okay. And you see she closes the book finally. And she hands it to you.
And will that make me enough to guide Isabel?
She's a part of you. If you believe, she will as well.
I hold the book tight.
As you
And
kind of
I nod, yeah.
squeeze, as you squeeze the book, the same brilliance, the radiance that you absorbed with bright again, and the entire lab begins to glow. And within a split second, you're back around the campfire once more. The thread attached to you also glows, and the heart is mended. And once again, you all feel the heartbeat within your chest. This time, stronger, deeper, and can't help but feel closer again. And you now have Journal of Elise. It's actually called the Tome of Elise. If you'd like to mark that in your inventory.
Tome of Elise. Okay. Walter, receive the Tome of Elise.
Yeah. And finally, there's 2 more items to look towards you, Sicarius.
I promise to never use friends on any of you ever again. I'll have it happen naturally.
Wow. Character development.
Character development.
Thanks.
That's what he's gotten from this.
Alright. Here's the mirror and bell.
I suppose this is the only way to pass this trial, isn't it?
Walter nods yes.
Don't look so excited, Walter.
Very well, then.
Most people aren't keen to go into the past because either they're not looking forward to seeing what they're about to see, or there are some regrettable actions taken.
Well, look, whatever it is, we will get through it together.
That's what I thought, too. I'm going to look into the mirror.
Alright. You Oh my gosh, you chose me. Wonderful. Come on. We have adventure to go on.
Is this Leander? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. And I assume I'm going to take Oleander's hand and I'm going to go on some adventure here.
Adventure time?
Yeah. As you look in the mirror, kind of focus in on yourself. And to see you. Then, as you begin, your image, your visage, kind of get distorted a little bit. Almost the perfection turning perfect. And then, before you know it, kind of pushed through the mirror almost. And as you kind of brace yourself to go face first into a wall of glass, you go through the mirror. Suddenly fall off a bed onto cold wooden floor. of your childhood bedroom. Familiar, just as you remember it. Better or for worse.
Zacharias is going to shakily get to his feet. And listen for any sounds in the house.
You hear sound of coughing. Soft. Not as intense as you first remember it. But it's there. And unfortunately, it does feel familiar.
Do we want to end the session here for today?
Yeah,
Fair.
I think that's a good stopping point. That way, Sponge can put more focus on it and not rush it.
We can save some more juice for when Angus and
Arius
Gabby join us.
suffered emotional trauma at a very young age.
So true.
Now, is it going to be emotional trauma like what Sarah's Victoria had, a police girl had, and Hell's Ultimate Bridge, or
No.
good?
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording here.